Imagine the world full of beautiful flora and fauna live peacefully within the forest rule. Until I showed up. In the Monster Hunter, you play as a human in the mission to protect every village from innocent monster by talking to them with my sword and repeatedly broke his soft spot, while my cat will help me in the animal cruelty. It is not like I am interested in their skin or something, but left them run rampage and destroying the ecosystem is pretty bad. So here I am helping the ecosystem. Before I begin my journey with a game that already came out 9 years ago, because this game is still absolutely playable. For the first mission, it's pretty simple, such as gathering, mining, and reallocate some small monsters. That is until I get the urgent quest to kill the Great Mako. Fighting Great Mako give me a plenty of tips, such as dodge his attack followed by getting crushed from his jumping attack, while watch my cat get hit with his foot. And trust me, my cat won't forgive it. However, Great Mako isn't the only one who can jump while attacking. And during that moment, I can stab his back multiple times to make him lose his balance. Then I use my charge blade while trying to understand which combination I have to do. Also, Great Mako loves to choose my cat over myself when I'm sharpening my blade, following him into his lair. However, along the way, I found him. So, why not take his advantage and break his cool while he eating his last meal? He might be beg forgiveness from me, however, my cat won't allow that. Therefore, my cat do the best job I never done, killing him where he is born. With that, I finally achieved my first hunting lesson and charter, and with my hunting lesson, I can finally travel through 3 different villages, such as this, Yakumo village and the big Poke village. To be honest, I never really finished the Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, for my mental state. Can you stop doing that? However, I can finally meet him again, to deal with my past trauma because I hate him so much. At first, I confused why my cat doesn't have any music while I fighting this monster. So, I tried to search his soundtrack, but I found this masterpiece instead. Mambo! Trust me, this is how the soundtrack sounds like. Kenzu may be like Vision, however, for that reason, Kenzu is still annoying because at the early game, I have no idea how to encounter Kenzu electricity, resulting me to card for multiple times on my old playthrough. However, I've been learning a lot, so I got card twice. Not to mention when I tried to string my potion, Kenzu know whether I just at my lowest, so he just jumped me. Not only that, when Nadal is very safe to attack him, he just do it twice. However, I've already learned my lesson, and I just kill him in the spot. Meanwhile, I got the problem dealing with Nibblesnuff, because I have a great idea to use dual blade with a depth hunting style, with 30% chance to actually do the perfect dodge, while the other person is... However, the problem not just that, because Nibblesnuff has the tendency to move place to place within a few seconds, making me to run around the map for half an hour. So I get sick of this bullshit and I kill him where he's born. After finishing a few of my quests, I think it's time to get new armor, and the first monster I want to memorize this Angry Bird. This bird is rather annoying with the attack like run through you, spitfire and run through you, and that's it. That's how you make a good gameplay design. However, I have to endure all of this pain in exchange getting all of his skin and armor. And I just want to blast him away with my gun and then just shoot him from afar, but that doesn't really work. Therefore, with a lot of trouble, I finally achieve all of his skin and put him on my body. Yeah, feel good. And after so much trouble dealing with all the family of angry local, I finally can relax with more extermination. That was until the leader of the pack showed up. And what did this expect from this dual creature? Encounter with a human. Iron Prey is like a tree monster I know for so long and I still remember clearly. And somehow the difference is the red skin of his body and with the power to spit a toxic from his mouth. Ew. I maybe can fix it with my antidote, however that's kinda pathetic, so I'm just trying to just dodge all of his attack. However, I didn't realize this is just a side quest, so I did not know, but it is a pretty good thing because I just saved the entire ecosystem from his toxic mouth. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, while there is a lot of awesome quests such as hunting and more hunting and I think it's just more hunting. I think I want to relax for quite a bit, like stealing this wyvern egg, specifically from this electric maniac. I don't have any death wish, however I want some challenge, like getting electrocuted by this monster. Then try to steal his egg again, but I found him nowhere in his nest. However, I still can manage to come back alive. Thanks, Cramps. Also, I had a mission to gather a purple thumb. It easier said than done until I got interrupted by a mammoth. I have no idea the danger sign is actually the real danger. However, I must do a stealth and skin this purple until I finally get out of. Ow! Yeah, that thing almost killed me. After completing my quest, I spoke to the Poke Chief and she gave me some of her thought to tame Manly, making him to be a tourist attraction. Yeah, there is a dangerous Lagombi there and I will kill him first. Lagombi or Parkinson Simulator, because every time I try to attack him, he just spin 180 degrees and he hit me as hard as he can. Plus, this monster can jump and break my rib in the process. That was super annoying. Not to mention, when Lagombi goes aggro, Lagombi will hit me with the most ridiculous hitbox I ever see. I grew tired of this nonsense and made him dead for multiple times. That's going to make Lagombi stop moving for a second. By making him to be a disabled for a life, I finally can hit him for multiple times. I must say, he deserved all of that by making me just do bullshit all around. And the best forgiveness for this monster is just die. As you can see, I had my armor. Because this armor is pretty bad to look at, I want to be something more presentable. Yeah, I know the stat is pretty good, but it's so bad. So I found this creature. Yes, you disgusting creature. Fighting him made me realize something deep within me. Renapult is a creature from hell because every time I try to attack, Renapult will interrupt me with the most hideous thing. Solving the problem is quite simple. However, it comes with the trait to endure 1,000 kilograms body fat above me. But that will not stop me from killing him. However, killing one monster isn't enough. I want more. I want more of his skin. I want more of his body fat. I want more. So I have to endure all of his attack over and over again in exchange to get a really good looking armor. And yes, I fucking did it. After I achieve my full armor, I continue forward accepting the next quest to kill Mr. Crab. His attack pattern is start from digging underground and bury himself, and then stabbing me from the below for a few times. However, the accuracy is pretty low, but low doesn't mean will never hit me. If I get hit, I will just fly over 30 meters and hit the ground. And to counter that, I use agile style and manage to get his back, then stab him until he goes down. When he goes down, I continue to nuke him in the spot. Now that he already know my attack, from out of nowhere, Mr. Krabs saw me something forbidden and do it over and over again, while I try to step on his cell one more time. Well, the next problem is he have the most thick cell I ever see, just punch every time I attack. And with my full energy blade, it doesn't do anything at all. However, like a lot of monsters I fight, this Mr. Krabs also can bleed and die. Oh, well, that was stressful hunting. How about chill quests once for a while, like gathering mushroom, accompanied by this direct that's searching me once a while and give me some of his mind. But I will not run. I am going to fight him instead with my trusted hammer. Yeah. And I just need to scratch his body over and over again and trap him when he's just at lowest. At lowest. This is weird. Why it doesn't work? Turns out that was not enough. So I think it's the best to retreat from now.